son doesn't like to be dropped off. He likes to get walked in. He's a little anxious.
He's fine.
At least that's what the psychologist who observed him a few weeks ago said.
Bullshit.
Does that mean you're not coming to our appointment today?
I told you, I gotta work.
My husband designs crash tests.
Shit. Jess, I'm leaving. Yes.
Hold on.
But
Look, I'm leaving. I love you.
love you, bye.
Jess, I'll be in the car.
But your son. People say that when your son goes to school, it's like your heart walking outside of your chest.
What if there's a fire drill?
Just get under the desk, you'll be fine. Wait, no, that's the bomb drill. Don't get under the desk. Walk in a single file line out the door with other kids.
I don't like the noise.
Just do what the teacher tells you.
Attention, students, stop, drop, roll.
See, you'll be fine.
Bye, Mom.
Bye. I have about 7 hours till he gets home, so I can start working on my new job.
Hold on. Let me just get a CD.
Finding his diagnosis. No rap, Jesse. I meant to say that earlier,
Where the hell's my iPod?
but I got distracted.
Bye, Mom. Don't forget me.
I won't.
Scene 2.
After quitting my job as an interior designer and staying at home with my child, I decided to work on finding his diagnosis. My Dr. Waller is the neuropsychologist. Our psychologist recommended, which our pediatrician recommended. After Jesse didn't want to get his ears, throat, and testicles examined and instead wanted to crash toy cars, it clued us in there was a problem. And since Dr. Waller's going to be the one to make an appointment and a diagnosis, I'm hoping to get her voicemail.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jesse Carr's mother? I asked the question to seem not so nervous.
Oh,
I
yeah.
left a couple of messages.
Oh, yeah. Can you hold on a sec?
Take the damn Lexus, but you will not get my dog.
I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you. I had a bit of an emergency.
How do you have a bit of an emergency? I'm sorry, is everything all right?
Fine.
I wonder about her emergency.
I wish she'd just get over it so I can go cry.
Dr. Zavala recommended you to me?
Dr. Zavala? I've never heard of Dr. Zavala. Could you tell me a little bit about your concern?
Do you have time right now?
Yes?
So I told her about my appointment with Dr. Zavala.
Well, let's see. I observed him for about 3 hours of school. I watched him in class, in PE, at lunch. I even spoke with his teacher.
At $125 an hour plus travel time.
And from what I observed, he is a pretty anxious child.
Really? You think he's anxious?
Yes. And he seems to try to compensate for that anxiety by being funny.
He was funny?
Well, sometimes. He uses physical humor quite a lot, falling off his chair, falling off his desk, running into a wall, all in efforts to engage with the other children.
Did they laugh?
Well, sometimes. But he really can't rely on this as a way to connect to the other kids. And often, he just go off on his own.
I see.
Oh,
I'm sorry, and he even ate his lunch alone.
he did? Oh, God.
I'm sorry, and like his teacher told you at your conference, he does seem to be easily distracted.
Our parent-teacher conference was 7 weeks ago, which clued us in there was a problem, which is why
Not we.
I called Dr. Zavala. Could you be the teacher for a second?
Now?
Yeah, like Windows. Could we just minimize Dr. Waller for a second?
I guess.
Well, one of the problems is he doesn't want to do the work. He says he hates reading, he hates writing, and he hates math.
But I don't think that's really the case. I think he may just be anxious.
We're trying to see what he's interested in, but right now, he's not interested in anything.
He's he's interested in cars.
He may just be too anxious to focus.
There was a bathroom incident. He was opening the doors on other kids.
Bathroom trauma at this age is not a good sign.
I know.
But last week kids were looking under the stalls at him.
Well, I didn't see that. I do have 27 other kids to look after.
But when there is a problem, you do seem to notice him.
My guess is that with the bathroom incident, he may be compensating for the very thing that made him anxious. It seems to be his way of managing anxiety.
It's probably your fault. You're a terrible mother.
She didn't say that.
No, but you're right. That's what I thought.
She did say.
I think you should get him tested for attention deficit disorder.
What?
Are you saying our child has ADD?
No, I'm not allowed to say that. I am saying that I have been teaching for 22 years, and I think getting him tested is a good idea.
Oh.
Well, excuse me, but I gotta get back to work.
Thank you. Oh wait, I forgot to set up an appointment with Dr. Waller.
Friday, February 3rd.
Great. 4 weeks from now, I cancel my appointment with my one freelance client and go to talk to Dr. Zavala.
So how are things going?
Fine.
Do you miss how's working at home? Do you miss the big office, the camaraderie, the lunches, creative stimulation?
Nah.
And how are things with Jesse?
Well, today we had a problem pertaining the F word.
I see. Let's see if I can help. Now, kicking, for example, is a matter of safety and belongs in the A basket. With the F word, I'd say the B or C basket, depending on the family. The F word doesn't literally hurt anyone, but it could get him suspended from school. And if you're churchgoers, the F word could be a problem for all of you. Still, if he's only blurting the F word when he's angry, it may be his brain circuits are overloading temporarily. Whether it's due to anxiety or ADD, we don't know yet. But he may truly not be able to control the impulse to say the F word. So I'd say we leave the F word for the C basket, for the moment.
To be honest with you, I've forgotten what the C basket is for by now. So I changed the subject to our talk with Dr. Waller.
Who I think is wonderful, by the way.
Well, you recommended her.
Did I? And in the meantime, I'm gonna give you the name and number of an excellent psychiatrist.
Wait, a psychiatrist?
Only if Dr. Waller's results warrant it.
But psychiatrists prescribe drugs.
Only when necessary.
I'm not putting my child on drugs. In no world am I putting my child on drugs.
I understand. I just want to give you the options so you can gather as much information as possible. They book months in advance and you can always cancel. Here we are. Dr. David Jenks. Now, you know psychiatrists can be a bit reserved, but I think he'd be an excellent match.
There's a Match.com for shrinks now?
A sense of humor is such a healthy thing. Same time next week.
Sure. On the way home, I stopped by Borders to pick up a few books on ADD.